According to top canine behaviorists, some of your most normal, everyday habits are quietly breaking your dog's heart. But do you actually know which ones? That's the most painful part. Most of them feel completely harmless to us. And if you keep doing them, which almost every loving dog owner does, you could be slowly destroying your dog's trust. You could be damaging their mental health and that deep emotional bond they've placed entirely in your hands. We think they just move on, but dogs don't bottle up their feelings. They carry them. Today, we're looking at 6 everyday things that hurt your dog way more than you think. And please, wait until we get to the last one. Because it's something we all do out of pure love, but it might actually be doing the most damage of all. Have you ever walked into the living room and caught your dog chewing on your favorite shoes? Or maybe you caught them digging in the trash and immediately yelled their name in anger. Be honest, most of us have done it. It feels like a natural human reaction in the moment. But here's the heartbreaking reality of what happens inside your dog's brain the moment you raise your voice. Dogs thrive on our emotional stability. To them, we are their entire safe haven. A landmark study on canine behavior found that dogs exposed to verbal punishments showed significantly higher levels of cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone, and it stays elevated not just in the moment, but for days afterward. When you yell, your dog isn't learning that they shouldn't chew that shoe. They don't understand the past context or your human logic. All they register is that the person they love unconditionally has suddenly turned into an unpredictable, terrifying threat. They aren't thinking about the mistake. They are wondering what they did to make their safe person suddenly hate them. It breaks my heart because you're not trying to hurt them. You're just frustrated. But over time, that raised voice slowly chips away at the deep emotional bond you've built. It quietly replaces pure trust with subtle, constant anxiety. We love our dogs and we want the world to see how amazing they are. So, when a stranger walks up on a walk and asks if they can pet him, we instantly say sure. We pull the leash closer to force the interaction. But have you ever noticed your dog stiffen, tuck their tail, or lick their lips? Dogs possess a deep emotional intelligence, but they also have strict personal boundaries. Forcing an anxious or tired dog to socialize isn't helping them get used to it. It is actually a direct betrayal of trust. In dog psychology, when a dog feels uncomfortable, they look to their owner for protection. But when the owner forces them into that scary situation anyway, the dog experiences a deep sense of abandonment. They realize that their human isn't protecting them anymore. This immense pressure is why many naturally gentle dogs eventually snap or growl out of nowhere. It wasn't random. They gave you 10 silent signals of distress, and you ignored them just to be polite to a stranger. Next time, be your dog's hero. If they hesitate, step in and tell the stranger, "Not today, he's training." Then watch how much closer and safer your dog sticks to your side. We've all had those incredibly busy days. You rush outside, yank the leash, and keep your dog moving in a straight line just to get the bathroom break over with. You pull them away the exact second they stop to sniff a tree. But doing this is mentally starving your dog. To a human, a walk is just physical exercise. But to a dog, a walk is a deeply intense sensory journey. A dog's sense of smell is up to 100,000 times more powerful than ours. Sniffing isn't just them being distracted or stubborn. It's how they raid the neighborhood news, track other animals, and process the world around them. Canine behaviorists call it a sniffari. When you constantly yank the leash and deny them this right, it causes profound mental frustration. It's the emotional equivalent of someone locking you in a dark room and blindfolding you. You might feel regret thinking about all the times you rushed them in the past. But the fix is beautiful. Just let them lead. Dedicate just 10 minutes of their walk to pure, uninterrupted sniffing. Let them map their world. You'll bring home a dog that isn't just physically tired, but deeply content and emotionally fulfilled. If this is making you rethink how you connect with your dog, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps other dog parents build better bonds too. Now, let's talk about where our human language of love completely clashes with canine psychology. When we love someone, we wrap our arms around them and squeeze tightly. It feels natural to us. But in the animal kingdom, wrapping your limbs over another animal's shoulders is a display of dominance, restraint, or capturing prey. When you hug your dog tightly, their primal survival instinct interprets it as being trapped. They feel like they can't run away if danger suddenly approaches. Watch their body language next time you hug them. Do they yawn? Do they lick their lips anxiously? Do they turn their eyes away so you see the whites? These are all universal dog signs of deep emotional discomfort. They tolerate the hug because they love you, but they are enduring it, not enjoying it. The same goes for thumping them heavily on top of the head. Most dogs actually hate head pats from above because it mimics an aggressive gesture. Instead, lean in side by side with them. Rub them gently under the chin, or give them a soft scratch on the chest. That is the specific physical language that makes a dog's heart melt. Dogs also find their entire sense of safety in predictability. They don't have clocks, so they measure their entire life by your routine. They track when you wake up, when you feed them, and what the daily boundaries are. A major source of hidden anxiety in dogs is inconsistent rules. For example, allowing them on the couch when you're lonely and want to cuddle, but then screaming at them to get off the next day because you have guests over or you're wearing nice clothes, or letting them pull on the leash during a casual walk, but yanking them angrily when you're in a hurry. This sharp inconsistency doesn't just confuse them. It makes them emotionally insecure. They start walking on eggshells around you. They constantly wonder if their human is going to be happy or mad at them right now. If you want a deeply secure bond, pick a rule and stick to it with love. Your dog will thank you for that clarity with pure, unyielding devotion. And now we've reached the final one on our list. The mistake almost every owner makes out of pure, well-meaning love. And it's the one that carries the heaviest weight of regret. There's a dangerous myth that as long as a dog is fed, watered, and has a backyard to run in, they are perfectly fine being left alone all day. We tell ourselves that he's a good boy and he just sleeps while I'm at work. But dogs are obligate social pack animals. Their evolutionary biology is hardwired for constant companionship. When you leave for 10 or 12 hours, a dog doesn't understand that you're earning money for their food. To them, time stretches out indefinitely. Studies show that dogs experience genuine, grief-like symptoms during prolonged isolation. And here is the part that breaks my heart. Unlike cats who might withdraw, or reactive dogs that chew up furniture to vent their panic, the good dogs suffer in total, agonizing silence. They sit quietly by the front door. They wait intensely for every single car sound. They don't destroy your shoes because they don't want to upset you, but inside their world is entirely empty without you. When you come home exhausted and just walk past them to look at your phone, a piece of their spirit dims. They waited half a day just to look at your face for 1 second. You don't need to quit your job. But please understand the weight of their total devotion. When you walk through that door, drop your bag. Put down your phone. Spend just 5 minutes sitting completely on the floor, letting them pull you into their world. Because to you, they are just a part of your life. But to your dog, you are their entire life. Don't make them wait in silence.